Denmark abolishes all corona measures. You can find this at freedomfirstnetwork.com. Danish Parliament recently decided in Copenhagen that all corona measures should be ended from October 1. There will therefore no longer be a mask requirement and a test regime will be abolished. The Danes will then no longer have to provide evidence of whether they are vaccinated or unvaccinated, or whether they have tested positive or negative. All corona measures are being lifted in view of the increasing incidence figures in Denmark, reported RT Deutsch. Since the beginning of July, this value has risen from 31 to 107.2 as of August 8. At the same time, the upper limits of this corona indicator has increased significantly. At the same time, the incident limits are increased significantly in communities from 300 to 500 infected people within 7 days, in the districts from 500 to 1,000. However, the prerequisite is that an increasing number of COVID-19 patients does not overload the healthcare system. Denmark's SSI Infectious Diseases Agency said it no longer relied on vaccination to achieve herd immunity in the country. Tyra Grove Kraus, the SSI's acting academic director, said a new wave of infections were inspected after people returned to work and school at the end of this summer, but it should not be cause for alarm. It will be more reminiscent of the flu, Kraus said. Overall, the current vaccination rate is just under 58.4% of fully vaccinated people in Denmark. In Germany, this value is only slightly lower at 54.5% as of August 8. But the vaccine advocates have been persistent in their fear-mongering and pressure of the unvaccinated. Tyrolean lawyer Dr. Renat Holzane, meanwhile, strongly recommended that all employers refrain from vaccination pressure or compulsory vaccination because most of them were obviously not even aware of the far-reaching legal consequences associated with it. The fact that the so-called COVID-19 vaccines, according to official approval documents of the EMA and the European Commission, were not developed and approved for the prevention of infection with the SARS-CoV-2 virus, but solely to prevent a more severe course of the disease, were conditionally approved for this reason alone. The official approval documents therefore show that these substances cannot interrupt the chain of infection because the people treated with them can become infected and thus be infectious. Practice also proves that people who are completely vaccinated become infected with the virus and even have the same viral load as unvaccinated people, as the CDC, among others, has admitted. It is therefore clear that any COVID-19 compulsory vaccination lacks any justification. All pressure, including moral pressure, alleged act of solidarity with one's neighbour, is therefore illegal in terms of criminal and liability law based on the official approval documents. As a lawyer advising on corporate law, I strongly recommend that every employer stay away from COVID-19 vaccination pressure or compulsory vaccination because most of them are obviously not even aware of the far-reaching legal consequences associated with it, she said. There you go.